Okay, I think we are ready for RV Unplugged.
You have everything.
I'm sure that there's something I'm forgetting, but I didn't forget Groot, so I feel like we're gonna put our best foot forward.
Are we gonna win?
We are gonna win. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
We're going on RV Unplugged.
We are, and we need to pack for it. There's some specific things we need, and I don't mean underwear.
You're just thinking about food.
I'm thinking about the food, because I think that that is going to be a major factor when it comes to stamina, long taping days, like all of that, like making sure that you're getting in protein, having proper fuel. And the biggest thing is not having a bunch of extra inflammation that you don't need holding you back.
So we have no idea of what to expect on RV Unplugged. If you are new here and you don't know what it is, this is basically a reality show that we're going on. It's kind of like Survivor, but in an RV. And challenges inside of an RV, all different types. And like last year, you had to even earn water.
Right.
So now we've been told we can bring water this year, but who knows if they're going to dump our tank when we get there.
Right, they're just messing with us.
They've said bring everything that you need to what's called dry camp for 2 weeks, which is basically dry camping is whatever you bring with you is all you got. Like we cannot go to a grocery store. We cannot leave. If you need gas for your generator, you can't leave. You have to be, and we're not plugged in. So we got the battery power. We actually made a video showing our battery system on our camping channel. Leave a link for that up here. So they've said to bring everything. So we're bringing food. For all we know, they're going to provide food for us, but I don't know.
Well, and I don't know if what they provide is something that we can eat. Because again, there's a lot of things that we can't control. There are a lot of variables. We definitely know there will be an interruption to our sleep pattern for sure. Like you know that things will be different, even if it's just you being concerned about the next day. That's going to interrupt your sleep, right? So since there are so many things we can't control, let's take care of the things we can control, and that is what we pack into our camper.
Yeah. So in today's video, we're just simply going to show you everything we've done to prepare for eating on RV Unplugged. We may show some other things, but this is primarily what food are we that's not food.
Okay, so this is the first thing that's obviously going to be packed.
But that's not food.
Number 1 is coffee. Number 2 is keto brains. Obviously, I'm also going to be bringing a sweetener. So like, yeah, I would be interested to see down in the comments below what's first on your packing list.
So coffee is first.
Number 1, if you're going on a 2-week vacation, that's what I want you to plan for. You're going on a 2-week, not even vacation, you're going on a 2-week adventure where you can't go to the grocery store. So you need to pack what you need for 2 solid weeks of 2 people eating. What would be, not just your number 1, what would be in your top 10? What would be the must-haves? For us, I'm so glad this came in time. This is kind of a newbie to the road for us, like making sure I have it, and that is...
It was a good idea to order some of those.
I think it is. We got some of the carnivore bars. This is basically... I think that...
It's pemmican.
It's pemmican, and so this is completely meat that is...
Meat and fat. So we got salted.
Yep. I got them all.
A couple of zesty garlic.
Honey salted.
Oh, you did get a couple of
I did, and I even got a honey barbecue.
Okay.
Because I think that this will honestly be a nice treat, and the treat is honey. Like honey
you just got about 1,000 people unsubscribed.
You know what? We're going to have 1,000 new people that are like, thank you for keeping it real. So I like the fact that this is a shelf stable meat bar that is made by a veteran with veterans in mind. And I think that it's going to help me not just fuel my body, but also keep in the right state of mind of who's important to us, what's important to us, like why are we here, why are we doing this?
Yeah. Now, by the way, for the honey ones, like I really like the salted, I like the zesty garlic. Rachel likes to have the honey one once in a time.
It's a drop of honey.
But Rachel is much more metabolically flexible than I am. But again, it's just, listen, it's like a treat kind of thing. It's a touch of honey to sweeten them up. It doesn't add a whole lot of carbs to it. If you are not at your goal, should you have this? Probably not. But you can have the other ones, the salted, the zesty garlic.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And it's beef. It's dried beef.
Right.
So, like, I mean, we're headed in the right direction if we're eating this, right?
We're going to start getting all of our food together.
What did you buy?
Went to Costco to meal prep for, like, RV Unplugged. So...
Socks.
So I got socks, because socks, 14 days. I need socks. I don't care about underwear, but I need socks.
Did you buy me a set of those socks?
No, you have plenty of socks.
I'm gonna get me some thicker socks. I've got cute socks. I have fun socks that have cartoon characters on them, but I need like real working man socks.
Oh, so we got socks. I got eggs. We're gonna make hard-boiled eggs just so that we can have some eggs. I'm starting to think that we're overdoing it with meal prepping food. It's only 14 days. I feel like we're packing for like 6 months. We have a very small 10 cubic foot refrigerator, so I don't know where we're going to put all this food, but I figured like at least a dozen, maybe 2 dozen eggs.
You know what this says to me, Joe?
What?
It says that we realize there's so much about this we cannot control, and so we are over controlling the things we can.
So you know how I always say you overpack clothes?
Right.
I feel like we're really overpacking food. I just, I don't know. But anyway, we're still going to do it. I got some chicken salad. This is actually for now. It's not really for the trip. Because I don't want to bring stuff that's going to, like, I want to bring stuff that won't spoil. Like, I can put it in the refrigerator and it'll be good for, like, a couple of weeks.
I did buy some cans of chicken, so.
I like this better.
Yeah.
So yeah, we always have canned chicken in the RV. It's like, the RV is our emergency getaway, right? Major storm coming, gotta run from zombies, jump in the RV. There's a couple of days of clothes in there, and there's always like some keto chow in there. There's cans of chicken. But I really, really, really like this from Costco. And what this is they take the chicken that they sell, those big rotisserie chickens, and whatever they don't sell at the end of the day, they pull all the meat off and they either make their chicken salad with it or they put it like this. But here's the thing is they vacuum seal this. Guess what the best buy date on this is?
What?
April 30th. April. It's January. So that's what's really cool about these. So I got 2 of them because I figure one, because again, this is great. You can put some like hot sauce on it, a little bit of salt, some Redmond's organic garlic pepper. It tastes great. Cover it with some cheese. You could make enchilada. I mean, it's so versatile. So I bought 2 because we usually keep one in the freezer anyway. Salami, because we can just lay some salami out. Maybe put a little bit of cheese on there. I did get some Parmesan cheese.
Oh, good, because we are pretty much out.
Yep, so I got this. I don't know. I doubt I'm going to bring these because I'm bringing keto bricks. But this is like one of the only like keto like kind of bars that I like to have once in a while because these are really clean. Now, Genius Gourmet has like a lot of different things. They have some that are like rice puffs. Those have bad ingredients. These actually have really good ingredients. And what I really like about these bars, 5 total carbs per bar. I mean, that's insane. 5 total carbs per bar. I mean, they have 2 grams of fiber and a gram of sugar alcohols, but again, we don't do net carbs, but 5 total carbs per bar is really good.
Compare that to the Quest peanut butter cups that you like as a treat also. Those are 13.
So, I mean, they're very, very different, but this is just like a really good treat where I feel like it's guiltless. Like, I feel like I can have one of these and I don't feel guilty if I have one of these because it's not a lot of carbohydrates and the ingredients are really, really, really clean. It's just unfortunate that a lot of Genius Gourmet products are not super clean, but this one particular set is.
Uh-oh. You know you should not have brought that home.
I know. But
the mistake was made at checkout.
The mistake was made at checkout, but I'm still going to eat them. I blame you for this.
Clearly. Obviously.
Well, you bought these for Christmas.
I did. Christmas is over, friend.
And then you put the bag in the in the cabinet.
Okay.
And you said, I don't want to eat them. So I ate them. And, like, now I really, really like them. So I'm going to bring these with me on the trip.
Okay.
And you can help with them.
Go ahead and hold those up because I want to speak to everybody right now that's watching this video and somebody in their life is accusing them that they have a vice and that the development of that vice is your fault. It is not your fault. Maybe bag 1 was my fault. But this is bag 2.
Bag 2 is my fault.
Bag 2 for season 2 of RV Unplugged is Joe's fault.
You're my crack dealer. I shouldn't say that. Okay, last thing I got is we're going to make a brisket.
A nice size one.
We got a nice size brisket. And here's the funny, so this is a packer brisket if you've never done a brisket before.
What do you look for in a brisket when you're finding the right one?
Well, for me, first of all, I always like to get a packer brisket. Why? Because this brisket was $3 a pound. Then they have a regular brisket. Well, I mean, this is a regular brisket. But they have a regular brisket where they've already trimmed it, where they've taken the fat off, and they've usually cut, and you're either getting the point or the flat. That's $7 a pound. A packer brisket, you see there's a whole bunch of fat on here. So some people will go and trim the fat off. Some people will just season this up, throw it in the grill. Some people will separate the flat from the point. I'm not going to separate it. I'm just going to do the whole thing together. I'll take a little bit of fat off, but not a lot. But like the point makes really good, like, burnt ends. Whereas the flat, but it doesn't. But the flat is also very, very lean. That's why we like to leave some fat on here. But you save a lot of money when you buy a packer brisket. And again, there's lots of videos on how to separate it and how to trim the fat. I'm not great at it. I can get by. But when I'm looking at a packer brisket, what I look for, since I am paying for the fat, and a lot of times we're not going to use all the fat, we will turn it into tallow. I look for one that it has fat, but not where it's 50% fat. Sometimes you'll see them where the fat cap's that thick. You're not going to use all that, so I don't want to pay for that. So I look for one that's got a nice shape, just like this one. I like to find something that is also like pretty evenly thick. Now, this end is always going to be thicker than this end because this is the flat, this is the point. But you'll see some where this is super thin, this is super thick, and this is really, really wide. And then it becomes like something that doesn't cook super evenly. So I look for something that's kind of uniform in shape and size. Kind of like this one. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to throw some seasoning on this. And I'm going to throw it onto the grill and just let it smoke. And then when it's done, we can slice it up. And then the thing is we can always reheat that. You can use it. We'll obviously have that some the day we eat it. And then we're just going to wrap it up. We can bring it with us and you can just pick on brisket.
I like how you're holding it like a WWE championship belt.
I'm the champion. Because we're the champion. Because we're going to win RV Unplugged.
I like that attitude. What you doing?
We're making some hard-boiled eggs in the Instapot.
What just made you ooh?
There's a bunch of broken eggs.
Oh no!
So that one's broken.
Uh-oh.
And that one's broken.
Uh-oh. I cannot read your signals already, Joe.
And that one's broken.
Because I thought you'd be like, ah. Like, what do you think is the proper response to broken eggs? It looked like you saw something beautiful.
And we are not giving these to the chickens because we have not been getting a lot of eggs from the chickens, and there's been a lot of broken shells in the chicken coop. And Anthony and I are trying to figure out, are they breaking because the shells are weak? Are they not laying because our weather has been really wonky, like one day 80, one day 40? Or are they eating their eggs? And I can't figure it out. So, like, we've kind of set a rule, like, we're not giving them eggs anymore.
Well, I could scramble them.
Yeah, it's just that, like, sometimes we would give them, like, oh, that one's broken too. We would give them, like, eggs, and they really like eggs. But yeah, if they're eating their own eggs, it's like they're gonna become dinner, because if you can't give me food, you are food. That's kind of my chicken rule.
Same policy we have with Tabitha, right?
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make some hard-boiled eggs. I'm doing them in the Instant Pot. The way I do this is put it in the Instant Pot. I have this really cool trivet. Makes it super easy to take in and out. And then what I did was I pressure it on high for 3 minutes. Then I slow release for like 4 minutes, and then I pull them out and I put them in cold water, and it seems to give me the absolute perfect hard-boiled eggs. I'm really trying to decide if we should make ground beef. I really think we have a lot of food, but I also don't know what I want, and I don't know how hungry I'm gonna be. Like, there are days where we say, like, hey, I'm not really hungry, I don't want to eat. And then at like 7 o'clock, we were doing a lot of work, and I'm like, I'm ravenous, I could eat 5 pounds of beef.
That's every day for me, though. Yeah, I think that it can't hurt to cook up some ground beef, because it is so versatile, and it's something that you can add like a sauce or seasoning to and change it up, because it's not just that you're hungry, it is what are you hungry for. And I find that I usually like different tastes or flavors that can come through in seasonings, and grilled chicken or rotisserie chicken and hamburger fits those bills.
Yeah, because we can't just eat meat thins. Like,
right.
Somebody's making a lot of meat thins. I think you're planning on living on meat thins.
Well, it's like, that's the one thing that I know. It's like beef jerky. I mean, we're making your carnivore chips as well, because it's something that we can depend on whether we have electricity or not. Sorry, I look hideous, but I haven't put my face on yet this morning. Since we had some broken eggs, we started to think, why don't we make pudding? That would be a great
Then we have dessert.
Yeah, then we have dessert to go with our meals on the road, and it's going to be a nice high protein source of dessert.
So we have had people say that when they make this egg pudding, it is too gritty. If it is gritty, it means you didn't run it in your blender long enough. Let it run for a while. Like, when it's done, it should still be steaming. You really want to let it go. It's not going to hurt it to like blend it too long. So one thing I definitely want to bring with us for RV Unplugged is some carnivore chips. Rachel's got her meat thins. I like carnivore chips. We actually have a full video on how to make them, but I'm gonna make some right now. I've got a nice rib roast here, and I'm just gonna slice it up and stick them in the dehydrator. Now we just need to take these and put them into the dehydrator. I have the greatest wife in the world, because she's putting my meat thins away from me.
Well, the hardest part is not eating them as I put them away.
Yeah, because I don't have as many of these as you have meat thins. Because actually, these aren't meat thins. These are my carnivore chips. And I don't have as many, so like I want to preserve them.
I'm trying to be good.
Let's check out this brisket. Oh my gosh. That may be the best looking brisket I have ever made. Let's go ahead and check the temperature. 201 degrees. Oh, this is perfect. 196. 203. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna actually let this brisket go for like maybe another 20 minutes. I'm gonna bump up the temperature just a touch. I like to bring it up like maybe 4 or 5 more degrees, but I don't want to overcook it. But wow, this may be the best brisket I've ever made. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. This one has been going for about 18, 19 hours right now.
Okay, it's time to pack the refrigerator for RV Unplugged Season 2. I've already got my good ideas in there, and I think I made 3-gallon bags worth of meat thins, which I'm gonna put in here. I made 3 gallons of the beef jerky, which should be plenty. I am bringing chicken in water, because I feel like that's super easy. We've also got some hard salami. And of course, I'm going to bring some whipped cream, let's be honest. I did find at Sprouts a couple more containers of this. So we're gonna bring keto chow with us so we can make keto chow creamer, but I like having this in a pinch also. We are bringing some beef hot dogs, and this is not the only package of beef hot dogs. We're bringing lots of beef hot dogs because that's super, super easy. And the other thing I made is a whole bunch of boiled eggs. And we got these containers from Gordon Food Services. You know, plastic's not our favorite thing, but these are supposed to be microwavable. So in a pinch, on the road, I like this as a better option than the traditional plastic. So yeah, we brought lots of eggs so I can have some deviled eggs on the road. Let me go back to the house and get more stuff. Round two, we're bringing some cheese. We're bringing pepperonis. We're bringing some of Joe's favorite little sandwiches where it is salami wrapped in cheese in case we have to pack a lunch for the road. We've got a little bit of cheese for Joe, but not too much. I'm actually pretty proud. We got these apple maple chicken breakfast sausages from Never Any, and I also got some more chicken sausages for the freezer. Let me go get those before I forget. Okay, so I've got the bag of nuts that Joe got for himself, and my little vice for this trip is going to be some sun-dried tomatoes. I love sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm actually allergic to tomatoes, so this is not the smartest thing that I'm packing. However, I really enjoy it. We got some dry salami. And something fun that I'm going to take with us is this is our vegetables. This is our entertainment purpose green beans. And then I'm also bringing these that I got and want to try. They are supposedly keto-friendly Progresso soups. So they had creamy cauliflower and creamy tomato. And we're going to check these out on the road and see if they truly are keto-friendly. Then, of course, I've got a bunch of sleeves of coffee, my keto brains, my carnivore bars, which I'm really excited to have, and then the hand-pulled rotisserie chicken. I'm actually probably just going to put that in the freezer to stay frozen until we're ready to use it. This is kind of exciting. The My Chow box came for us to open up on February 1st. So this really will be a surprise box because these will be the flavors that we use while we're on the trip. So hopefully there's some good stuff in there because we're going to be eating it on our trip. We're bringing some heavy whipping cream because if we want to use this with the keto chow, we can. We are also, of course, bringing a bunch of butter because that would be my preferred way to enjoy a keto chow. We're gonna bring some Parmesan cheese because this is really great. You could just sprinkle it in the microwave or down into a plate, and it'll make the perfect roll up for a hot dog. You just let it kind of get melty and then you roll a hot dog up in it. And then these I absolutely love. These are the Jones fully cooked chicken sausages. I know what you're thinking, chicken sausage, ew, but they're actually really good. And this is one of those cases where you want to check an entire product line, make sure that even if you find something delicious like these Jones chicken ones, that if you go to the pork sausage, they've got sugar in them. But for the chicken sausage, all the ingredients is chicken, water, sea salt, spices, lemon peel powder, and dried parsley. That's it. So in the chicken sausage, no sugar, but in the pork sausage of this same exact brand, sugar. So we get the chicken sausage and it's delicious. Of course, you know Keto Brick is coming along on this ride, right? Of course, we don't have adventure without a Keto Brick. So we're gonna bring a variety of flavors because this is super fun. We've got mint chocolate, butter maple pecan, blueberry muffin, nootropic icing, and of course Bell's brownie batter. Now, of course, this doesn't represent all the ones that we're bringing in here because this is totally shelf stable. This is an awesome thing for us to pack for this particular adventure. But I just wanted to show you a smattering of what we will be loading into Eleanor today. We are going to be bringing some Keto Chow creamies, but I thought this might be a nice treat as well. We're going to see. I got a couple of these Chobani zero sugar milk and cookie flavored yogurt. Of course, we're also going to be bringing a big tub of Joe's yogurt because it is so versatile. Joe's yogurt, I can use it to make a salad dressing. I could use it to be a substitute for sour cream. It's fantastic. I freaking love that stuff. But we're also going to bring these. I thought they'd be fun. So it's just a milk and cookies flavored. It's got 11 grams of protein, no fat, and 5 total carbs. But this is going to be a flavored treat that I'm looking forward to at least giving a shot. Okay, I just packed the yogurt, Joe's yogurt, into the camper and forgot to tape it. But it's in there, and now soon to follow is some of our Keto Chow butterscotch pudding made with eggs, which is gonna give us a little extra boost of protein, and it tastes really delicious. Okay, you know that we aren't going anywhere without a Redmond, and this is how we actually buy our salt, by the paint bucket, because we just go through it so much. So I'm actually gonna fill up all of our salt containers with Redmond, and of course, we're gonna bring along things like the seasoned salt. We're going to bring chili lime. We're going to bring the taco seasoning, all of the Redmond seasonings, because sometimes what makes you feel lousy is the added ingredients in a lot of the seasoning blends that we use when we cook. So to guarantee we're going to feel great the entire taping season, we're going to make sure that we're only seasoning our food with Redmond.
Well, if it comes down to meat, we win.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at this, bro. I'm not even going to slice it. I just pulled it off of the smoker. Gonna wrap it up and we're gonna throw it in the fridge for the RV, and we can just heat it up whenever we want it.
Better yet, why don't we keep it in a cooler, and that way it's gonna be warm and we can eat some up for dinner. Ooh, did not all of it fit in the cooler?
Well, I sliced it, so I took off a piece because I needed to cut it in half to put it in the cooler.
Ooh, yes, I want some with the bark on it, of course. Ooh, it's still warm. Mmm. This tastes very victorious. Okay, I think we are ready for RV Unplugged.
You have everything.
I'm sure that there's something I'm forgetting, but I didn't forget Groot, so I feel like we're gonna put our best foot forward.
Are we gonna win?
We are gonna win.
I think we're good.
It's happening. This is like as real as it gets, Joe.
We're on our way. We've got all our food. We've got the RV packed up.
You know what? If we're gonna put all this work into it, we might as well win.
We better win.
Let's just do it. Let's just win.
We need to win.
Yeah, let's just win.
I think we're gonna do it. We've got brisket. We're gonna have brisket for dinner. So at the last minute, Rachel's like, why are we putting this in the refrigerator when it's a fresh brisket? So we wrapped it in a lot of aluminum foil. I cut it in half first to fit it in the cooler. That'll keep it nice and warm. And when we get up to where we're going tonight, we'll have brisket for dinner, because filming doesn't start till Monday. Today is Saturday. So today we're staying at Margaritaville, which is in Auburndale. So we actually have full hookup tonight and tomorrow night. The show starts Monday. So I plan on really utilizing that shower.
Me too, might as well.
Like my last shower tomorrow, like after our meetings at night, like I'm gonna take like a 25-minute shower.
We're gonna smell so good.
Did you bring perfume?
I brought like lotion, yeah, and like body spray. Like we're gonna put Bath and Body Works to the test.
I brought some cologne just to make sure I smell good, and I brought a very important tool, an ear and nose hair trimmer, because like why do we grow hair on our nose? Like it makes no sense.
Seriously.
just got up here. We're at the guard gate. Nice drive up.
Beautiful.
No bad weather.
No.
And so we're waiting for him. We're already checked in. We already signed everything, paid for everything. And so they're getting our paperwork together, and he said then they're going to escort us to our site.
Now, I did decide that all of my beverage purchases right now...
That is a big water bottle.
They have to be based on whether or not I think that if I need to, if I have to, in a have-to situation, could I pee in this bottle?
Like... I guess this is a pretty wide
I've
top.
got plenty of room in there, so yeah, core for the win. This is absolutely beautiful here. I'm afraid to let our guard down because this is not the living conditions that we're going to be having for RV Unplugged, I don't think. So we're going to get all excited about like the amazing amenities here at Margaritaville, and then we're going to have to like live unplugged.
Would you like to do the honors?
This is such a magical moment.
Why is it so magical?
Because it's unlimited. This is unlimited water.
For 2 days.
Pumping through Eleanor. Unlimited. This represents unlimited hot showers.
Yeah, because we have an unlimited hot water heater now. So, how long is your shower going to be tomorrow night before we have to disconnect?
I would say budget at least an hour.
So, just open up the gray tank and let it go, because you're going to fill the whole 40-gallon tank.
Isn't it romantic? There's my guy slicing up brisket by, well, not candlelight, but it's nighttime.
One of the greatest things is Milwaukee, because they have so many accessories and they all have the same batteries. So we buy a bunch of batteries, and I use only Milwaukee tools at home. And then we actually have a charger on board for all the Milwaukee batteries. So we have everything at home, and then we have some Milwaukee tools with a charger being charged by our inverter. So these lights are amazing.
I saw a recent meme that basically split dads into different houses,
DeWalt,
like Hogwarts.
Yeah, so it's going to be probably what, DeWalt, Rigid, or Milwaukee, and then also Makita, but Makita's kind of like old news, right? Is that the four houses?
I mean, you're getting close.
What
are
you? I'm a Milwaukee guy. DeWalt is pretty good as well. It's just that like I've already got all Milwaukee stuff, and I really like my Milwaukee stuff.
What's one that you just do not like?
Honestly, I don't like, let me think about this. Rigid's not bad, and DeWalt makes a really good product.
Was there like
Makita. So Ryobi's garbage. We just really instigated a keyboard warrior when I said Ryobi's garbage. But Ryobi is like homeowner stuff, right? It's not great. Makita used to be really good, and then they kind of sold themselves off, like where everything, they turned it down from like professional stuff to everything was more like residential grade, and it just didn't last as long. Milwaukee, like they have the upper level and the lower level, but even the lower level is really good.
What is John Paul?
Milwaukee. He's a Milwaukee guy too. You want to get into this brisket?
Yes, please.
So one of the things that we did, and we'll show you later on, is one of our tactics for winning RV Unplugged was we don't want to have to cook. So we pre-cooked 2 weeks worth of food. And we pre-cooked 2 weeks worth of meat. Probably more meat than most people would eat in 6 months. But we could finish it in a couple of weeks.
The one thing we can do as keto peeps is meal prep.
We can meal prep. And, we have a huge advantage. Here's the huge advantage. When you eat a diet that is 90 to 95% meat, you don't poop as much.
Look at the fat on this.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. This is like the end bark. Look at that bark
I know.
piece.
I love the bark pieces.
But it really came out good, and I'm really impressed with it. And here's the thing, like one of our tactics.
How moist it is.
One of our tactics for winning is everything that we have meal prep. Because listen, we're keto. We know how to meal prep.
We can meal prep.
So everything that we have meal prepped does not have to be cooked or heated up if you don't want to. Hard-boiled eggs, bacon jerky, ground beef, meat thins, carnivore chips. We've got keto brick. I mean, We're going to make up a couple of keto chows tomorrow before we actually get to the show.
That's amazing.
I mean, so we really will not have to do any cooking. And we can warm things up in the microwave or the air fryer if we want to, but we don't have to. That's the goal. What you doing?
I'm getting ready for a premiere and changing out my purse.
What are you going to premiere?
We have a video talking about counting total carbs versus net carbs. Very controversial subject in the keto space. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. And I thought it would be nice if we could be in the chat for this premiere. Because then if
it's going to really upset people?
Well, no, if anybody has follow-up questions, they'll be able to ask us.
So you're doing that. It's about 3 o'clock. And we have our production meeting at 5 o'clock to find out what we're in store for tomorrow.
Yes.
More importantly, we're going to find out like what time we have to like show up on set tomorrow.
I'm nervously chewing gum. It's already here.
So are you excited for this?
Absolutely. Totally excited.
What are you looking most forward to?
I'm looking forward to making new friends. I think that this is really cool that we get to do this. And I think that Stacy from Today is Someday has really helped to curate a very fun bunch of people. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know everybody and hopefully showing that I can be helpful. I think that is, you know, it's like we're going to the dance. You're wanting someone to like pick you as a dance partner. So I'm hoping that the other contestants see our value.
So over on our camping channel, I'm right now editing, and it will already be up when this video goes up. So make sure you go check out this video.
Okay.
But we have uploaded, or I am uploading, a video for the camping channel, basically showing everything we've done to prepare so that we win, right?
That is the goal.
And
yes.
So some of it was kind of directed directly at the other contestants, like look at all the meat we're going to eat. So you'll see like a different way, like showing them the food as opposed to the way you showed it in this video. But yeah, we're going to show that kind of stuff, and then like our ridiculous battery setup and the fact that we have 2 generators because we want to be overly prepared.
But I think it's nice to see a behind the scenes look at like what we're doing. I mean, if we were at an Airbnb, we would be showing you the Airbnb because that's what we do, right? If we were in a hotel room, a cruise room, wherever we are, we like to see our show people what it looks like, what's going on behind the scenes. And so this is no different. It just happens to be that this is our hotel room.
So in that video, you practiced something.
I did.
Do you want to tell everybody why they need to go watch it if they want a really good laugh?
Because I have to change the black tank. I have to empty the black tank rather, which is basically like the bathroom system. It's what it's called as a black tank. It's the holding tank for the toilet. And it's not my favorite thing, as you can imagine. Basically, you're pumping your own porta potty. And but it's necessary, and I'm thankful for it. I don't want to be going back to camping. At least it's
not an actual porta potty.
Well, I don't want to go back to camping without a potty. So I really like being self-sufficient in the bathroom. But it is not my favorite thing to do.
Now, can you be honest? Is it that bad? I mean, you don't see it, you don't smell it. It's just the thought of it.
It's enough that the thought of it is so yucky that I am willing to make a trade with Joe for him to do it.
So we're heading over to the production meeting.
Here we go.
Are you excited?
Here we go. I'm so excited.
We're going to win.
We're going to win.
We're going to win. We're going to make the 2 Crazy Ketos family proud.
We are.
We need to go this way because of reflections. There we go. So I really thought that them moving this to Florida was going to be home field advantage for us. I was really like, home field advantage. It's in Florida.
Why?
I mean,
why
I guess
isn't it?
we only had to drive 3 hours to get here.
That is an advantage.
However, I think we're at a disadvantage because of the weather.
Why? Because it's colder than normal?
It's cold. It's like 55 degrees, super, super windy. Like you can feel the RV going.
We are not at a disadvantage because imagine what it would be like literally anywhere else.
Well,
I'm looking at this. Like, the people that are coming in from the Midwest, they're like, it's summer! And I'm like, I need another coat. Like, how many coats can we wear?
We need some hot days. We need some sweaty, humid weather.
Okay, so here's what we were thinking about, though. Like, there's probably going to be a water swimming challenge. Some people...
You better dive in, yo.
...who are not from Florida...
Right.
They're going to be like, aren't there alligators?
Yes.
And I completely plan on going, listen, there's not a body of water in Florida...
Even a swimming pool.
...that doesn't have alligators. And we're used to swimming in water that has alligators.
Because we're crazy.
But maybe we can scare off some of the other contestants. Wait, there's a chance. I'm not going in the water.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I don't want this. I have enough of these. I have a whole collection of these.
They said this is like something that we need for the week.
I have already all these. Did you guys get all these out of my high school locker? Is that it? Gracious. I want these.
You want the winning trophy?
I want this that says winner on it. They are definitely feeding us good over here at RV Unplugged Season 2. Look at this amazing ribeye. Got some salmon, and underneath the ribeye is a little bit of salad. But doesn't that look amazing?
These are my kind of people. Look at that prime rib. Look at that. Like, I think I need 2 pieces. Rachel's in her happy place.
I am so happy right now. Look at that fat cap on there.
Is that your appetizer?
This is my fueling up plan before tomorrow.
What do you think?
I am excited to begin. I think that I have reached the point where we've done everything that we can. And now, if we just sit on this, my imagination is going to create fear. I need to just move forward. So I'm very excited that the taping begins tomorrow. We can get into it because I really feel like my imagination is more dangerous than moving forward. So what do you think?
I think I'm still hungry.
We didn't want to eat all of the prime rib because then we look like, ooh, we're too greedy.
Well, here's the thing. As silly as this sounds, I still have issues with eating in front of people that I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
So, it's one thing if we go on the cruise and we're
among friends.
Because I consider our subscribers friends. You're our family. And so I'm fine with that. But I still have this feeling like I'm being judged. So I don't like to eat with people that I don't know. Mm-hmm. And listen, everybody at our table is awesome. I mean, honestly,
awesome.
Everybody in the cast is really awesome. And I'm excited to get to know everybody. But I still feel like I'm being judged when, one person is a vegetarian and the other person, though they're not saying anything. If somebody else is like, we drink a lot of juice, and I'm like, are they judging me? I don't think they are, but it's in the back of my head, and therefore, I don't want to eat. Because I also, as silly as I said, I don't want to offend them.
Right.
I don't want to be like, beef is so good, juicing is horrible. I don't want to do that either.
I think it's our own inadequacy that I'm really thankful that we're getting to deal with. Mm-hmm. Because I think that it will help us be better at sharing the message of keto. Because, everybody isn't mad that you're eating
No,
beef,
I mean, in fact, they were having questions so you don't eat bread. No.
Right.
So, how do you not gain weight? They're asking legitimate questions, and I'm happy to answer them, but it's my own inadequacy that I don't want to eat in front of people. So I ate my steak, but considering I think that was the only thing we ate today, did we eat it all today? We had coffee.
We had some coffee, yeah.
So I'm still hungry. So I think I'm going to have some brisket, and so when we went to the RV show, I got these because they're normally $5. Or at least $3, and I had found them one day at Circle K, and they had them for $1.50. So I had brought them, and I left them in the fridge from when we went to the RV show. So I'm going to have one of these. I'll probably have some brisket. Now, as far as the show, it's hitting me. This is real.
This is happening. We are going to be lining up our trailer. We got to be in line at like 7:30.
We have to be at the gate. Like, call is at 8 a.m. They said you can start lining up like at 7:30. Some people, they're like, well, you can start it because they're like 8 o'clock. And he's like, well, how early can we wait? I'm like, why do we have to line up early? Like, I'm like, okay, they're not letting us in till 8 o'clock.
Right.
And so, yeah, so they said, be ready to go. And it's cold. Like, I think I want to turn the heat on right now.
It is cold. And like, surprisingly cold.
It's funny because we're in sweatshirts and jeans. And
everybody's like, what are you doing?
Everybody else is in shorts. And they're like, why are you wearing a jacket? I'm like, because it's cold.
We thought this would be the home field advantage, but like we're out of our element, even though we are in our home state.
I'm like, if you go to Disney right now, there's people wearing earmuffs and parkas.
Guaranteed.
I'm telling you.
You can pick the Floridians out of the crowd.
So, yeah, it's hitting me. Even though we've been up here, it's hitting me now. This is real. Yeah. This is real, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun, but it's still, like he said, listen, you've got water. Whatever water you have, that's all the water you have. Like, there's, like, he's like, be careful. And I'm like,
when you go on your own adventure, when you're planning, and I definitely think that year after year, we're continuing to, like, push ourselves, like challenge ourselves to do new things, but you can sense when you've maybe bitten off more than you can chew, and then you just dial it back. But this is not us designing what a day looks like. This is not us forming challenges. And I did appreciate that they shared, like, hey, you need to mentally prepare yourself that there's going to be things that you just can't do. You're not going to shine at, you're not going to do well. You may not even finish a particular challenge or race or whatever we're asking you to do. Maybe it's just, the thing that you're going to have to lift is too heavy, or the distance is too far, and, or you can't do it in enough time. So preparing to fail and, the possibility of it is challenging, right? Because I am that.
Because you got to fail in public.
I'm that straight A student that would pick her classes based on, I'm good at this, right. Like you design your own, track in high school, college, like you pick electives to make yourself shine. I don't want to have a D. I don't want to come in last place, but I think that this is important for me to learn how to fail and then recover, because our past, like where we failed, the aspect of our life where we failed consistently was in our way of eating. It was in our weight gain, loss. And we experienced a lot of personal failure. And so there's a sting that is attached to that failure that's like, I don't want to fail anymore. But you know what? If you don't fail, you don't learn. You don't move forward. There should be things that, like, I don't just jump up and I'm able to do, but you need to pursue new things.
Yeah.
You can't just decide that I can only do what I do right now. And if I'm going to do something publicly and embarrass myself I think about how hard it was for you to go on paddle boards for the first time, because you were like, I don't think
I think I can balance based on my ankle.
So you're like, I'm going to go to the beach and everybody's going to see me
right.
fall. And we're not just going to have a few people see us fall. Like, you're going on a television show. Like, people are going to see us fall, stumble, trip. One of the reasons why I don't like to do exercise on our videos is because I've received negative feedback because I don't, like, my stance is not right, or, people have notes about how I do stuff. And so, I don't want to do that publicly, but I need to.
Yeah. Now, it's funny. They gave us a bag. I think it's gag gifts.
Yeah.
You should get the bag.
Yeah, you want to see what's in it?
But one of the things they tied on, because if you've been following us at all, and what we've talked about with going on RV Unplugged, and that is, we've only ever gotten green participation ribbons.
Look at this.
So I think this was put on there specifically for us.
I think so
it
too.
Was like, because in fact they showed it, and I think I caught it on camera. They actually called out your name and said, Rachel, this is for you. And
I'm like, I've had enough of these. Now, they have over here 2 medals that say winner on them.
Yeah.
And you know what? I kind of, like, for myself, as I'm sort of processing this whole experience, I'm thinking to myself, before we even start, I am both of these things. We are a participant, and instead of it being like a sign of your, it's not good. This green participation ribbon is like last place. I am just really thankful that we get to participate. Like, this is amazing. This is something that we could have never hoped for years ago. And then also, we've already got the 2 winners.
I feel like we've won, and I'm not talking about the money. We've won because we're meeting people. We are pushing ourselves. We push you guys, like, get off the couch. This is pushing ourselves. Like, to me, the worst thing that could possibly happen is when they pick teams tomorrow, we're picked last.
Yeah.
Right? That to me would be the worst thing ever. Like,
but you know what?
And if that's what happens, that's what happens.
And if we're picked last, I want that team, whoever gets us, to know we're going to give our all.
That's
like,
right.
We're going to surprise you because we really are going to try. We're hungry for it. I think that, some people see it as a real disadvantage that, like, if you're not naturally athletic or you haven't had a lot of experience in that. But I think sometimes people who have always had mobility and always been athletic, I think it can become like the tortoise and the hare situation, that you almost get overconfident that, like, hey, I'm good at this, but you've got a whole group of people that would consider themselves athletes.
Right.
And so they're definitely going to underestimate us.
And for me, this is not about winning. It's not about the money. This is about proving to myself and for Rachel to herself that we can do something. Like, again, I was in a wheelchair going to theme parks. Like, I could not make it through a theme park for one day without having a wheelchair, a motorized scooter. And I don't need that anymore. So whatever comes about from this, whether we are voted out first or we make it all the way to the end and we win, it doesn't matter, because just the fact that this opportunity has presented itself is like, that's the gold medal for me.
Yeah.
And so it's just, it's a little scary to think about this, and like, you're going to be in close proximity, and like, oh my gosh, what if I embarrass myself? And the producer and the director they're like, listen, you need to be yourself. Don't be fake, because people will pick that up on you. And it was funny when he goes, Rachel, you could probably calm down a little bit. Because people do think that, like, oh, well, you can't be real. No, the Rachel you're seeing probably is the toned down Rachel.
All right, so you want to see what's in the bag?
Yeah.
All right. So number 1, we've got these cards. And
yes.
We're going to leave a link because
I think there's a link, but we'll put this QR code if we can.
Yes, there you go. There's constantly.
This is ongoing.
All year. Like, you can check in. They recommended once a week to check in and like re-register.
I don't know if this will work. I'm going to put this right here, and you can try to scan that QR code.
Because there's all kinds of prizes.
Because you're going to watch and win. So you're going to watch the show, but you can go right now to this website, okay? And it's rvunpluggedtv.com. There's the QR code. And you can win things right now. Like, I think they gave away an RV, solo stove, camp nights at Margaritaville. Like, they're going to have
mattresses.
Mattress from our sponsor, rvmattress.com, brooklynbedding.com. So really cool prizes. So go over to rvunpluggedtv.com and register to win. It's free. And then, of course, you're going to support us when everything comes around.
I guess this is an homage to the fact that we are in Florida. We don't use sunscreen, but I think that's really cute that they have that in there. Okay, so this is something we can tell. This was scaring the other contestants.
Oh my gosh, and we're sitting there, I have no problem eating that.
And I actually said, hey, my son says that the, what was it? The alliances begin now.
Yep.
So I'm your girl. You need somebody to eat a scorpion. You need somebody to eat a spider. Like, we can do it. And it was funny because people...
It's funny, we got the one... other people got ones like garlic and herb crickets, and we get cotton candy crickets. They also, though we didn't take it, they had lollipops that have...
Take one.
You did take one.
I just wanted to show you.
That's a bug inside.
There's a bug in there. I think that's funny.
We won't be eating that. Oh, I did mean to tell her when she was asking about allergies and say that we don't what we can't eat.
I think they kind of already know. So these are beef sticks. Clearly, this is a shout out to us. Band-Aids. Should I go ahead and put it right on your forehead right now? Or are you going to be really careful and not need Band-Aids?
Can't promise.
I don't even know what about this. Like, what do you think super glue? What's this message?
When we cut ourselves.
Like, we're going to...
super glue your stitches.
That would be your way of handling it, wouldn't it?
Wait, it wasn't me that said super glue my dentures back together.
Right. I would have.
I don't use that anymore.
I know, but it's funny because...
Not good for your gut bacteria.
I think it's funny that it's like...
You're going to be in close proximity.
You're going to stink. You're going to stink.
Do I smell like pepper salami and
no,
cheese?
And no garlic. No garlic. No onions. I was really nice to you. They had like a salad and I made sure I picked around the onions. Okay, this is probably something we're not going to be eating. Miso soup.
What's in this? How many carbs is in it? I don't have my glasses.
It's
probably not bad.
No, it's only 3. But it's just never been something that I really liked that much. I don't know. Do you like miso soup? Is that something that you enjoy? It's like a, vegetarian broth. So it's got soybean paste, which is soybean, rice, and salt, green onion, tofu, potato starch, calcium sulfate, vitamin E, yeast extract, seaweed, and potato starch.
It's not good enough to deal with the ingredients. Like if I really like it, then maybe.
If it's this or eat your shoe, as Dr. Bayer would point out, they'd probably eat that.
I'll eat my shoe.
You might eat your shoe. Okay, this is...
I bought a good one.
A headlamp. So maybe we're going to be doing some night stuff.
It works.
It does work. Well, don't run the battery.
I have a good one.
We
I
don't
brought my
know.
Milwaukee one.
Maybe we're going on a hog hunt. Dude wipes.
I'm gonna need those.
We're gonna need those. Can we call them dudette wipes?
Poops.
They're dudette wipes.
We don't have a bidet. I tried.
Emergency poncho. We actually have some tough Disney ones.
We have tough Disney ones. Plus, I get these in the dollar store all the time, so we probably got about 50 of them.
Antibiotic cream to go with
the fact that you're in Florida and you're going to get bit by mosquitoes.
You're super gluing. Uh-oh. Are they saying that we're going to face some headaches? There's some Advil.
When's the last time you took Advil?
It's been a while. It's been a long while. Yeah. But I think it's more a case of it's a joke of like maybe you're going to be tired or hurting. Chapstick. Now I will use that. I like chapstick. Anytime that there's a change in weather, I get my lips get jacked up. Tabasco sauce. This reminds me of our first date because our first date, Joe ordered hamburger drenched in buffalo hot sauce and jalapenos. Yeah. All I could think of is his poor toilet.
What else you got?
I got earplugs.
They're gonna need that if I have to sing karaoke.
Yeah, you never know because they did that in the last season. Then let's see. We've got a beard box. I wonder if we can buy something with this.
That would be nice.
That'd be cool.
Todd's a really cool guy. I have to say.
Cool.
Like I've enjoyed getting to know him.
What about anti-diarrheal cream? Like what the heck are we getting into that we might poop our pants?
There's an easy solution for this.
Don't eat stuff that's not meat.
Just eat cheese.
Just eat cheese. Maybe that's what the super glue's for. You could also like handle it by, gluing your butt. Oh, is this going to be like it smells? Is that for pitching your nose? So maybe for swimming. Maybe swimming?
I'm thinking more like when somebody doesn't take a shower.
Somebody, black tank. Could be black tank.
Could be.
I have a feeling we're going to break a few nails. I hope not. I hope these suckers stay.
You got them short.
I tried to get them as short as possible with that in mind.
Is that it?
There is, let's see, more earplugs, more nose things, and then these little...
What is that, chocolate?
It's like, I don't know.
Or is it notes? Oh, you know what it is? It's one of those towels that you stick in water and it soaks.
Is it? I feel like it's chocolate. Nope.
Oh, it is chocolate.
It's chocolate.
It looks like a towel.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not eating that.
They can keep that.
Unless it's keto chocolate.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Not. They're trying to slow us down, Joe.
Yeah, they are.
We're not falling for it.
That is definitely
for it.
You know what? Save that because maybe we've got the one guy.
He likes candy.
That wants to eat candy. Maybe we can barter with him.
Maybe we could lure him away.
You give me your meat sticks and I'll give you the candy.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's everything that was in our little bag. So I think here's what we're going to do. We've been told that we can use our cameras and phones. We can't tell you anything that's going on with the show. We can't give you a hint.
Let you know what team we're on.
What team we're on. We can't tell you any of that stuff. Honestly, we don't even know what team we're on. This is my Greedo shirt.
Yeah.
We don't know what team we're on. We're going to find out tomorrow. But we cannot tell you. You're going to have to find out in May when the show airs. So what we're going to do is, in times when maybe we're not wearing whatever team shirt we're at, if we can do a little bit of filming, we're going to. And we're going to just basically make some videos of what we're eating while on the set for RV Unplugged. Because we've got a wide variety of people. We brought our own food. A lot of people, other people brought their own food. They said that there will be times where they're going to supply food. Who knows what.
If we go like off this area. If we go
off or whatever. But we'll kind of give you wrap-ups about like, hey, our day, this was a stressful day, whatever. And I guess we'll break it up. We've got 10 days or 12 days, right? So what we'll do is like every 3 days. So it's, you know,
show you what we're eating.
I don't want the video to be too long, but I don't want it to be too short either. So we can maybe like 15, 20 minute, 3-day recaps.
That's
something like that. Okay. We're excited though. And make sure you're following our Instagram. Make sure you're following, by the way, this channel. Hit that bell button, notification bell, because we're going to try to go live. We did ask, and they said we will have times that we can go live. But again, same thing. Like, absolutely no hints of what's going on with the show. We can't tell you
any questions.
And we don't know when it's going to be. So, like, when we have opportunities, we're just going to go live. So if you're subscribed with the bell notification, you'll know. If you're not, you're going to miss the live stream.
We'll miss you.
So, anything else? Are you excited?
Very excited.
Are we going to win?
We're going to win, but we need to shower first. Let's go shower.
Yeah, we have an early call. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and hook up. I'm going to hook up the truck to the RV.
So we can just pull out.
So that in the morning, all we would have to do is, I think I'm going to leave the satellite up. I don't want to try to take it down in the dark, but that takes like 10 seconds to pull down. But then in the morning, all I have to do is re-dump the black tank just to make sure it's nice and empty. And I will also pull off the electric and everything. So this way, we can get up in the morning within 30 minutes. Like, we'll take our showers, and then we can be over there, and I don't have to worry about trying to hook up the truck to the RV and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take out our most recent video. I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way, subscribe to our channel, and click the little bell icon in that way. Every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.